Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and good morning. Today we have another chapter review on Tales of Wedding Rings, and I decided to make this one this morning because it aired last night, actually in the middle of the night when I woke up, and I noticed that it was already airing, so I decided to make one this morning on chapter 43, and it's the most recent chapter that's translated. Obviously, there's more chapters out there in Japanese, so you guys can check those out as well. Now, before I continue, I do want to say a few things. One, if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel. Secondly, if you guys haven't seen the big group of videos that I've posted on this series, you guys can watch them. I will tag the playlist and the previous video at the end of this video, so make sure you guys watch until the end. And then lastly, there is a spoiler alert because I will talk about chapter 43 in detail, so you have been warned. And okay, let's start. So chapter 43 picks up where chapter 42 ends, which is Grand Art, the cat princess, and Nefertis, the elf princess. They are being attacked by an abyssal kind of demon creature. Not really sure what to call it. It's just a big spider. That's what it is. And it has trapped them in there. Nefertis has noticed that because Granite tells her, I'll hold him off while you go get help. And she says, we can't. Look, he has surrounded us with his web. So anywhere they would move, they would be trapped on their web. So Granite fights the big giant spider and quickly finds out that as she cuts out limbs of this great big spider, they regenerate. So she is in a big pickle because she is only she has not found her magic yet, and she is basically just offensive, attack. So eventually she gets caught. Sato and the rest of the princesses, Sato being the Ring King, show up, and they're already tangled up in the spider's web, and Grand Art gets tied up with Sato together, kind of hugging each other in a pair. So anyways, Nefertiti kind of defends herself. Now, if you notice her magic, most of her magic is defense magic, and her wind magic kind of makes a cocoon around her, and basically it prevents for anything to go in, which is great, but when you're fighting a spider and everyone else is caught, then you kind of don't want to say it, but it's true, useless, because you can't attack. So anyways, during this whole thing, people are admiring her good magic, that she's able to defend herself that well, but they're also trying to figure out how to attack the spider for them to survive. So they go through different lists of things of, you know, should we explode it? And some of them have their eyes covered, so they can't use your magic. So finally, Grand Art tells Sato, I almost got my magic. I can feel it. I just need you to push me over it. So she asks him to kiss her, and Sato quickly looks at the light princess, and she says, you know what? You got my okay. So they kiss, and Grand Art gets this fire magic, and she starts she's able to release herself, I guess. I'm not really sure how that happened, but she releases herself, and she grabs her sword, and as she cuts down the spider, the limbs start burning. So I guess the magic is centered on her attacks. So when the spider is being cut into pieces, it's not allowed to regenerate. So Sato then kills it with his light magic out of the rings that he has, and that's the end. I mean, there is more at the end of the chapter. They kind of concluded like they're closing off the volume, but they're not, because it's quite the beginning of the volume, so it's just the start of volume 7, but it just kind of seems they concluded. They kind of go, okay, well, this happens, and now we have new powers. So I'm gonna guess Ring King has finally realized that there is powers in these princesses that he can release, and now he has to get over that barrier of not wanting to, you know, physically contact them. So he is, I'm going to guess, now going to train with them and make sure they're able to get free from the library, but also figure out how that spider came in, because it was a big spider. Now, I will say it was created out of a bunch of little ones, which was part of chapter 42. A bunch of little spiders made this big spider, and so they might have just come into a crack, but if there is a crack, then there is a way out. They can maybe make that crack into a bigger hole. So, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to happen in the next chapter, and I will review it once it's out. It takes about 2 to 4 weeks for next chapter to be out. So make sure you guys keep up with me. I will be releasing that as soon as possible. As soon as it's come out, I will make sure the next review is out. So if you guys want to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button so you guys know when I upload the next chapter, make sure you do that. And thank you so much for all those that have been watching my videos and supporting my channel. And with nothing else to say, guys, don't be strangers. Enjoy your day.